G'day, welcome back to another Man on a Bike. I'm back in the workshop today because I had a bit of a whoopsie, had a bit of a mechanical failure, so to speak. My chain's knackered and it's my fault. So virtually what happened was I didn't put enough slack in my chain. The parts I got was a 44 tooth rear sprocket, an RK 520 chain, hammerhead plus 20 gear lever. They've been on back order since the day of Jesus, pretty much. It's been a very long time. And I've got two spare quick links because I thought, what if I broke the chain out on a trail? I don't have any spares like this. So I bought two extra quick links and a chain breaker. So this is going to keep me self-sufficient while out on the trail. So this is going to be what we're starting with. And I figure, oops, might as well see if my already put together toolkit will have all the bits and pieces needed. There we go. Got it. Look at that on so tight. Right, new chain ring. Going from 47 to 44. All lines up beautifully. 6 and a 12. I love some ratcheting spanners right now. Maybe next Christmas. I'll buy myself a birthday present. But yeah, I want to try to do this with tools that I already carry on my bike. So that way I'm going to know what tools I need but don't have. Ooh. Bit of weight difference. This must be aluminium. That's a steel one. Very heavy. Alright, so a little trick to get the new chain on with minimal effort. You're going to use existing chain. Here's a quick link. All we've got to do, if it doesn't fall off, all you're going to do is pull. That's going to feed the new chain in for us. Yeah, don't forget, lube your shaft.
Yeah, boy.
So after eyeballing our lengths, we go 8 link pins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now's the important part. Get the slack right, because I do not want to buy another chain. Too expensive. 25, 70. So 70 minus 25 is 45. That's good, because owner's manual says between 40 and 50. So if we're at 45, it's smack bang in the middle of it. When I changed this chain, all the broken links are on one side and it was all on the outside. Please let me know in the comments why would it be the outside only? Got me buggered. Another little trick I picked up. This here is where the quick link goes. I couldn't get the clip on there. So what I did, I used a chain breaker to compress that. So if you didn't know, you now know. A little Christmas present I bought myself. New torque wrench. So I can actually try and do the right thing at least. So I've put myself up a whiteboard. I've just started jotting down the important ones I need to know. So we're going to go rear wheel, 100 Newton meters. Beautiful. Very important. Some old truckies taught me this one. With your torque wrench, make sure you run it back to zero for storage. So all it does is apparently stretch the spring, which makes sense, and then your torque settings are no longer accurate. This has been on back order for such a long time. Finally got one. Finally got one. Let's put it on. Now this is the tough part. Trying to get it right. Maybe instead of just guessing, let's put a boot on, see if we can get it right. Sitting down, that's pretty alright. Standing up. I think I'll try it like that. Please tell me if it's too high or if you have it differently. Oh, so there we have it. One chain done, one gear shifter done. I am going to learn from my mistakes, and you please learn from my mistakes too. Make sure you got enough slack in your chains. Honestly, I was just winging it. I was too lazy to take the chain guard off and check it properly. I was just winging it. She'll be right. I'm pretty lucky that all I broke was the chain. Thanks for hanging around and watching. I think it's time to go for another ride. Weather's beautiful at the moment. It is absolutely stunning here in South Australia.